Yadles alert! Yadles alert! Oh my gosh. Welcome back to the pYanodons Pain. It's fantastic. Mr. Ghost. Finally, I got the Yadles. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I knew that it happened. I did a thing, you know, I cleaned up everything and started the episode. That was for dramatic effect. I hope you enjoyed it. Welcome back. Yes! I got him. So soon after I ended the episode, I don't know how long, the Yadles popped, and I was waiting for mushrooms. This hurts. I'm going to start doing a tally and seeing if it's how many 50%ers I get versus not, but then it's just so boring. It just seems like I don't hit hardly ever. It's like 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. And then I was watching it, and I'm like, I'm going to watch you now. And then all of a sudden it's 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2. So when you're watching it and you're like, I'm going to count now, I think that's what changes the RNG. So there we go. So I got my Relasias built back up. I've got the mushrooms as I showcased there. This is a mess. Why do I... Oh, that's why. You know, I don't think I need this. Well, let me rip this out. Oh, whoops. I didn't know I had that there. This is the problem when you got things going. You stop playing and you come back. And even when you don't go around your base very often, man, you miss stuff that you're like, oh my god, I got this. I didn't know I had this here. Like, look, I got Tufra seeds and Tufras for something I spun up. Just sitting here. I forgot about it. Now, the fish are done. Looky here. And I forgot this case has 50 in it as well. So that's fine. And so that's all spun up. Ready to go. Okay, this thing here, just wanted to showcase it. I had to put a valve here. I made it 90%. My hotkey is page up, page down. Because I don't have a plus minus on my keyboard here. I have a smaller keyboard. No numpad. Wish I had a numpad. So I noticed that the fish meal will stop because it backs up on the emulsion. So this is necessary. And then, yeah, this started to work pretty good. So there you go. Let me go over here. Oh, I got this thing. Oh, I have, it's all set up and ready to go. Now, well, all I gotta do is shift right click and left click on that. And then I'm gonna pull, I need that power pole. Oh, of course, it's gonna go over there. One thing I enjoy about Captain of Industry is no power poles. But Captain of Industry has its own challenges. You may not have power poles, but boy, you got a lot of other crap to worry about in that game. All right. So I have these extras here. Now I have, yeah, so this is the recipe here. Let's do, I need liquid nitrogen here. So let's go ahead and request that. Okay, there it is. And I'm going to do just 10 for now. We'll see. You know, I always start small and work my way up. And, oh, this has got, oh, I got to flip that. There we go. Okay. I think, I had it the other way there. Now, we need a case for delivery. Shift right left. Ba-boom. Oh, yeah, we can get rid of the spores. I have the train delivering Chitosan, or Chitosan. Now, I forgot, over here, way over here, and this again, oh yeah, I forgot I have this. I've got a whole LTN combinator system over here, or delivery. I forgot about that, so I'm glad I remember. I walked by and I go, I've been walking by this how many times? Oh, here's this barreling crap. Yeah, 42. Yeah, I forgot about that. I'll get rid of those barrels in a second. Now, what do we have? Okay, we need the spores. This is the scary part, folks. Bloop. Now, this one will generate the spores consistently. It's not a % chance. And there we go. The Bhoddos, on the other hand, is a different animal. That's why I'm leaving all that in. Because if we get butt kiss, then, yeah. Oh, we hit. Aha. There we go. We got, let's see, there should be 15. Yep, there we go. 15. So this will build up quick. Oh, I have this inserter set to 300. I have 2 Yadles builds. I think it's 6 Yadles right here. Yeah, yeah, 6. It cut off. Oh, no, that's right. Yeah, 6. It looked different. It looked odd. They look like the worms in the Tremors movie. I love that movie. The first one with Kevin Bacon. That was fun. I love that movie. It's hilarious. The first ones are always, the second ones are fun, but the first ones are always the benchmark. Oh, hey, hello. Yeah, man, this power pole situation over here is kind of really annoying. I could probably go, well, I'd rather do this because it's cheaper. There we go. All right, so we got a spin up going now. So I think the liquid nitrogen will be fine. It's 50. I think I don't know what a barrel is. What is the barrel? It used to. It says I think it's 100 in there. I don't know. I can't remember. Okay, so that's done. And this is so fast. I usually don't care about the modules, you know, upgrading them. It's meant to just sit here and do its thing. So the Kaido-san is one that I worry about because hello. Because that's gonna chew up the alien bacteria, I come to find out. So let's get rid of that, and we'll blow up our red buddies here. Goodbye. Don't worry, we got more. We still have 2 builds of it. Oh, what happened? Oh, that's right. Okay. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm very tempted to wait on that. Let's see. Let's go over here. All right. So my thoughts here are, I'd like to run the research, and while the base is still kind of calming down after the great alien sample getting hammered by those darn mushrooms. So you see, I got 214 trains, and there's a bunch deployed here, and the mutant. I think it's the mutant stuff. What is this? It's over here. It is right here. This stuff. The mutant enzyme. This is used for the Kaido-san. I'm calling it Kaido-san because that sounds cool. And then this bugger right here, the calmodulin, that is a pain because we need the Bhoddos, and the Bhoddos, you know, is very slow. You know, this is just, we're in beginning game with it, you know. I think that's over here somewhere. I still can't, here we go. It's this big mess over here. Oh my god. So yeah, the calmodulin, which requires the Scondrixes are pretty quick now. And the filtration and meat aren't bad, you know. So I don't know. But yeah, the Bhoddos are pretty crazy when it comes to spin up. But oh, that's right. Yeah, this ran out because the Augs haven't run enough to get that fluid there, the acetic acid or whatever it's called. So the Bhoddos is kind of stuck until I run research. I have the text plate mod by Arendelle. Thank you, sir. You are awesome. And because Commentators falls short. You know, I could put a commentator here, and I need to know if this is a requester or not, because when I move these things, the LTN commentator gets all messed up. And then I have to go, all right, let's see, the flashing, this is a requester right here. And then this gets womped out, you know. I'm like, damn it. So I copy the whole thing. I'll probably move the R down. But look at that. You get this text box and all that, and you can type in here and all that. Oh, it's freaking awesome. Oops, yeah, get out of there. So that's going to help with designing some things, some, you know, labeling, whatnot. I'm not going to use it for the map itself. I mean, there's certain things I won't mind labeling. But yeah, for that stuff, it's like, gosh darn it. Oh, yeah, see? This crap. So it's going to be slow going with that. But I'd rather get it done. So, all right, I'm going to cut back in, and we're going to go over the research here. But you know what we can do? Now, I know what we can do. I'll queue up the research after that's done. But let's go through it now. I have a few things that I'd like to run. So once the research is done, I'll break back in, and then we'll have the Bhoddos, and we'll spin those up, and maybe we'll call it an episode there. I'll run the technology upgrades, the turds, again, after, or off screen. I have to, you know, I still have to go through those. It's not really imperative. So here, okay. the Augs, this one right here. boy, these Yotois are killing me. Because the machines are so freaking big and they're so damn slow. So, here's a new recipe. Oh, I'm so excited to get this one. Because we're stuck on level 1 here. We're down on level 1. Got to get off that. Get on to level 2 here. So there's the new recipe. We'll compare it, later. And so it looks very straightforward. Very easy. I mean, we've done this. And then we have, okay, so that's the tree. The Yotoi aloe. Yeah, I think it's a tree. And then we got the fruit. Yeah, here's the fruit. So it's similar. Looks like it's the same stuff. Soil. Oh, they switch it, sand, soil, things like that, yeah. Here's the level 2 spin-up. Solidified Socorros. I've been saving it. I don't think I did not blow up one case of solidified Socorros because I saw it being splashed around in some of the recipes. Here you go. Now the Paragon build is still there. I haven't done anything with it. In fact, I've probably made it better here and there. So we need all that, the Paragon, the solidified Socorros, which is fine. So mainly what's going to happen is the Paragon's going to run, that old build's going to run over the Negesium one. So then we need regular Yotoi, because we got to breed them. That's how we get, we have to selectively find that one. Yeah, that's what's cool about this. It's a pain in the ass waiting, but it's a really cool process, a really good cool thought process. So we need Corlex milk, which is interesting. Carbon dioxide, that's cool. And then we get a fruit out of it. So I'll throw that into production, save. I got that big farming block there. Now we got the level 2 Yotoi aloe seeds, which we're going to need. Oh, yeah. So interesting. All right. So we take the level 2 fruit. Once we get 1, we get 3 with, again, liquid nitrogen. Crazy stuff. Now we need 5 seeds. So this has to go twice. So we need 2 fruit. That means 6 seeds. We need 5. And then we get the 2 aloes. And then, let's see, 1 fruit. Here's the fruit one here. So what's this? Let's take a look at this one here. Now, when I always put all the stuff out and I can look at it easily, it's very difficult sometimes to get the trend here, what's going on. So we take seeds, liquid manure, pure sand. Ooh, aren't we hoity-toity? And then the biomass, of course. And then, so it's 5 seeds to 2 Yotoi. And then, so yeah, I'll get that. I'll figure that out. And now, okay, this is the first time I've seen this cold air come up. It's very odd. We need to cool them. And then, so 1 plus 50 cold air. Then Yotoi. Oh, this is a, harvest Yotoi fruit. We're getting leaves and the fruit, but this is for module spin-up, so I don't know what the leaves are going to do. Again, throw them into production if there's no use for it. So I'll run this one off screen when I get the Yadel spun up, because I really want that sucker. And so the Mukmu, I haven't had anything to do with it. The Simic, this is a new one. I really want to focus on that one, because we got some crazy stuff here. My focus is what we don't have. Now, what is I swear to God, they had a way to find the dependencies on these. Here. Oh, okay. Okay. Was this immunosuppressant? Okay, drugs. Very interesting. This is for our animals. So we got hydrogen chloride, nitrogen, and then chloroethanol. Okay, yeah. And then we get nitrogen mustard. Crazy. Now we have pacifistin. I think it's... There you go. Arthropod blood arm plate bolts. And then moss gene sample. Very interesting how we need the blood. And then we get this pacifistin. And then it tells you down there, I always forget to read this. It's a serine inhibitor found in arthropods. Oh, okay. Now we have this thing, a purine analog. I don't know if you pronounce the S, analogs. Coke fish. What the hell, fish? Serine formamide. And then we get the purine. Oh, it's purine. Okay, I see it now. And yeah, I don't know what. So I guess we're combining things here. Yeah, peptides or propeptides, cryostatics, the nitrogen mustard, arc with jelly. Wow, there's a lot of new stuff we're gonna be doing here. Okay, cool. So I'll run that because the augs, ooh, zippers, and the trits haven't really come up, but because we're gonna be doing more with those with the new circuit. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to have the trits. But so far, that trit build has been solid ever since I built it. Never had to really work with it. I upgraded it, you know. So let's look at the trits. I guess we'll run that. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, no. Well, we have to run it in order to, you know, determine. We got to work towards this, basically. So we have a new cub recipe. It's a lot. It's already requiring some of this stuff, but I think the albium is new. Sodium alginate is new. That stuff's a pain in the butt. But, you know, we do it. We do it. Then here is a new trit recipe. So that's the cub. And we've got filtration now. Sodium alginate. Yeah. Fish eggs. Another build that requires fish eggs. So basically, yeah, we need a little fish build within this now. Just like there's another one we had to do. We have to have a fish egg build. Oh, the Xyphos, yeah. Here's the spin up. So we have the percent chance. Good news, we don't need any weird stuff. Great alien sample to 4.4%. This is something that I will spin up in the test area biolab because then I can cram a ton of stuff in there. I got a good enough sea sponge build now. Sodium alginate should be a problem, you know, all that. The saline water, yeah, we got plenty of that. And then here is the, that's the percent chance. This is the spin up. I flip them. I flip my own terminology. More chitosan, bioscaffold. Oh, this is we print them. Yeah. So okay. So what's good about this is that I take that machine and then we have to re-pipe it. But we need the integrated module. Okay. That sucks. Oh, and also the immunosuppressants. So we can't move forward on this until later. Now, there's a good thing I think that comes along with this is we need this stuff for other stuff. You know, I don't know if we're going to need it for research directly, but I think indirectly, though. And then there's the neurochip. We went over these. I can't remember what they are, though, but we need the neuromorphic chip and the compiled trits codex, which is the neural processor and the codec. This is why it becomes more important to have the biolab where we make all these cards and stuff within it, because then it gets nuts. You know, I'm not going to be chasing around, running around with this crap. No. Let's look at the augs, and you could probably imagine it's going to get nasty. Now, I have quality aug food. I totally forgot about it, just like I have quality Vrauk food. The builds were meant to spin up the level 2 and 3 creatures, though. So we do have the quality aug food for this recipe. I have a feeling it's inadequate, but I could be wrong. We just have to put it in gear. I'd love to do this one here. A lot of sap and bedding. But again, look at this. 8 to 30. Could you imagine hitting on that 30 there? And then we got a 10 to 16 aug. Similar stuff here, you know. And then we've got this one. Phase 3 aug breeding. 0.5%. That's not too bad. I'm okay with that. These other ones, like the fish, that was a level 4 fish for 0.3%, which is nuts. So for some reason, we need the nano fibrills. Now, now this is pretty cool. Okay, I just realized this. The immunosuppressants help us get this better breed. Otherwise, they would die off from illness. So we're keeping the disease away and all the, whatever. That is really cool. Boy, I tell you, these guys are smart. Really cool stuff. And then, okay, so we need the level 2 spin up, or we need a level 2 stuff for the pup. And then the pup gets turned directly into an aug. Now, we get a chance of getting an aug out, a level 2 aug, and then a blaze aug. Now, the thing is, though, what do we do with those? You know, because we don't need the level 2s at this point. So I guess you just get rid of them. Because why do I need an ablaze og? Unless there's something later that we might need them for. So this is a phase 3 husbandry. So we get the pup. Oh, wait, see, Og Mark 3? Oh, okay. Oh, this is, okay. It needs 2 Ogs to make 5 pups. So you just basically cycle them through. It doesn't spit out tired Ogs. It's just set up a case with 2 of them, and it goes, you know, you just have inserters cycle them through. Quality Og food, of course. And then we've got the pup. This is the Og program. What are we getting out of here? Oh, this is an Og here. Wait a minute now. 4 pups. Okay. So 4 pups to 1 to 4. Ouch. We're losing. We have the potential to lose. What are we gaining? I mean, I guess the pups come out in multiples, and then it's got to keep going, because that is our pup program here. This one here. Oh, wait. What is this one? Oh, this creates the pups. So 2 Ogs to 5 pups. Then only 4. And then we get the matured Og Mark 3. And then this goes back in here. So, okay, it's a back and forth with a potential loss there. Okay. We got a new manure recipe here, 10 to 20. Quality Og food is inserted into that. Raw fiber. I'm doing something similar to this now, not with the ammonia build, which has to be redone. And then this one is the tired Og. I don't understand why you would want to do this now, unless it's just for fun, because you require bedding, energy drink, and food, and then you get the Og. It's like a power thing, unless they get better. You know, like it's more power. You know, then it'd be kind of fun to do. But I'd rather just punch down solar. I know it's fun, but so yeah, you get your Og back. You have to give it an energy drink and food. Then you rest it in the Pyphoon Bay, which takes more resources, and then you put it back in. So I'll run that one. So I think that's 3 there. Oh, pesticides. Yeah, we got to do this one here, because this leads to better recipes. Oh, look at this. Look at all this stuff locked right here. So we got to run pesticides. I was looking at this one earlier. So we have the MCB, monochlorobenzene, iron plate benzene chlorine. And then we get this MCB. I'm just going to call it as it is. Now, what's interesting is you get the hydrogen chloride, which you can break down to chlorine and feed back in, I would imagine. And then you vent the hydrogen out. I think that would be the best thing. You might have to supplement it with chlorine in that case, though. But at least you don't have to deal with the hydrogen chloride dealing with that, you know. Now, you could offer to the network as well, and then have it picked up by train. But again, you got to bring the chlorine in, so it will cut down on train traffic is how I'm looking at it. And hydrogen's free. I mean, it's simple to make. Yeah, it's power, but it's very simple to do. I look at simplicity over anything. Now we got this chloral. It's ethanol chlorine, so we still have to bring chlorine in. And then, we get this chloral out and more hydrogen chloride. So we want to build this together. And now we have, obviously, this is the pre-pesticide here. 1. Yikes. Phenol, sodium hydroxide, the coral, sulfuric acid, and the MCB. And then we get the pre-pesticide. And then this one's pretty cool. Plastic bar. We got to contain it. I love it. I love the addition of the plastic bar for the container. So we got that. And then pre-pesticide 1. And then Arcwood venom, which is kind of interesting. It's kind of like drink, when you wake up with a hangover, you have a beer. The thing that hurts you, you got to, insert it. Yeah, it's just a joke. So we got 50 pesticide out of that. So I'll research that one. And then the Tufras are killing me. The Guarbeans, Moondrops, not so much. Reyna. Yes, we need this bad. The rebuild for, if I use oleochemicals and Reyna again for all the stuff, because I do like doing the farming for the oleochemicals. The animals are so involved, and you get so much crap you don't need out of them. So that's why I went with the Reyna for oleochemicals for the ore processing. And here we have the pesticides, as you can see. Lingen now. Fertilizers normal. Oh, Yadles. Are you kidding me? We got to throw Yadles in there. Yeah, why not? But 10 Reyna. 80 on that. So here's our tier 2, our Mark II spin up here. Course faction manure now. Stone wool, carbon dioxide, 1,000 water. That's normal. 0.5% for 1 to 20. Oh, that would be nice to hit on that 20, let me tell you. So, and then we get regular Reyna seeds there. What's this one here? We got Dingrit. Abraded Reyna seeds? Oh, the Dingrit eat the seeds along with Tufra. We get the Dingrit back, but sometimes they die. Partially digested Reyna seeds Mark II. This is pretty cool. Now, there is a coffee bean where an animal eats the coffee bean and it poops it out or something, and it takes the acidity out. I don't remember exactly. So now we take this digested Reyna bean, filter it with water, and we get 7 of the seeds along with manure. Now, this is just a spin up, so I don't know if we need the manure for anything. We'd probably just, chuck it down a sinkhole. And then this one here is the Mark II. So we take the seeds, 6, and we get 4 Reyna. Nitrogen and carbon dioxide. And then, oh, we got phosphoric acid barrel. Wow, okay, I haven't had to deal with that one. I might have to rebuild the biolab now. Because spinning these up, I'm going to need more train deliveries. And I could use my new delivery system, too, and test it out. Heck yeah. So 4 Reyna gives us 10 to 15 seeds. Oh, interesting. We get tall oil and black liqueur. Very weird. So, yeah, some of this stuff is like, all right, why are you giving me this? I don't need it. I might, yeah, I could turn the black liqueur into something. And then the tall oil. I mean, I don't need tall oil. I got plenty of it. Okay, so that's that one. Now, I lost count, but let's go over the bees. Oh, God. Hold on a minute. Let's not. Tufra. Let's do the Tufra. Okay. Oh, wow. Pesticide. So pesticide will... I'll have to... Well, it's going to have to be a separate build because it's going to be going everywhere. So we'll have to do a pesticide build. So we got all this stuff here. Nothing out of the ordinary. Blood meal's new. And nitrogen. Oh, God. So I'm thinking a bee build for bitumen, and then bitumen to nitrogen. I might have to do a build specifically for that. Because, yeah, bitumen... Yeah, the bee build is really good for that. And I think the bees... Because they use basic materials, as opposed to the bitumen, the oil sand, it's just such a nightmare, all that crap we have to do. I like the 18 Tufra, that's for sure. So now we've got the percent chance... 0.4, it gets worse, and then we get level 2s, which we'll pitch and repurpose the Tufras. So what do we got here? Course faction, soil, manure, great alien sample. Oh, we do, yeah. Oh, we can recycle the Tufra 1. I'm sorry. We can recycle the 1% Tufra Mark II output back in. So we can, yeah, we'll chew it up. It just saves a little time, or a little bit of processing. Carbon dioxide, water. Okay, I like that one. That's nice and easy. We got the manure. We got everything. Now we need the sporopollen. I've made that. That's for... Yeah, I made it for the Reynas. To do the oleochemicals. Seed extract, which I don't think I have on the network, but it shouldn't be too difficult to reproduce. Fertilizer. Oh, and then... Okay, so we take the 2 from Mark III as well. Okay, and then nickel-enriched biomass. Okay, a new one. Well, one we haven't done yet. Phosphoric acid, liquid manure, and then we get 5 to 10 from that. Wow, that's interesting. So we're taking 1 to 5 at least. That's a pretty good spin up then. Okay, so that does it. I think we got enough there. I'd like to do... Let's look at the... Should we do this? Wait a minute. Yeah, let's take a look at this. Growth hormones. Because... Oh, wait a minute. What's this one here? Oh, this is a lot of crazy stuff. Well, let's just run this because it's going to open up probably some other things that we need to run down here. Oh, casting stage 3. What is the... Oh, you know what? I might have been incorrect on the casting. I hope we get some new casting in this particular tech tree here. How about the cadaveric arms? Nah, those are weird. What is this one? Oh, upgrade. Oh, that's okay. Hold on. Let me find one here. All right, Grod. So if I don't have 6, then I'll run this as a 7th, or if I have more or whatever. So this is a new recipe. 27 Grod. Let's see. Everything is pretty straightforward there. We need urea and slaked lime. Ouch. We're getting that under control now. And then the spin up for the percent chance is 0.4, and we need the great alien. Level 2 Grod, and the seed. Holy crap, we need basically 2 builds of Mark IIs because it's going to be really difficult to get this spun up if you don't. It's going to take a long time. Okay, and then we've got that was the percent chance. Now this is the spin up. Oh, we need the pesticide, so we got to work on that first. Great alien sample, slaked lime, and pesticide. So we need to do pesticide on that. Yeah, okay. And then this phase 3 seed harvesting. Oh yeah, it's just 2 in, 2 out. Okay. And here's the seed. Oh, phosphoric acid. Wow. 2 Grod seeds plus the phosphoric acid gives us 4. Okay, cool. So once the Gatels again is done, I'll queue that research up and I'll break in and we'll see how the base did.
A few moments later.
All right, folks, let's end this episode on a positive note, maybe 2. Let's go here. I'm on the AUG stage, 3? And the base is running. We're at the 10-hour mark here. I've been doing little projects here and there, trying to figure some things out. And that's that. So there we go. We got the Bhoddos over here. It needs us. So I brought some of these fuel rods here. Aha, and look at this. Ooh, there we go. So we don't need fuel for this guy. Oh, this is the test here. We got 1 left. Will we hit? This is all set up. Yeah, we did. We did. We hit. So now this one runs, and we guarantee a 1 level 2 Bhoddos. Oh, the spores. So we get 8. Okay. Oh, that was the 80% chance. Oh, this one here. That's the one we needed to hit on, and we did. There we go. Now we have 4. I feel like I'm doing a sports commentator with these with these things here. Okay, this one has to hit as well because we need 1 more, and then I think we're good. Okay, do we get it? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, you see? We lost. We butt-kissed on that one. Oh, that sucks. Well, there you go. Yep, that's what happens. I think that's the first time I've had that happen, too. I have... Okay, so I've got... oh, only me. Well, actually, I've been pretty lucky with creatures. Well, okay, so we'll have to run this percent chance again, but I only need 1. And then it'll start that process up again. Oh, that really sucks. Because that 1, we may butt kiss again. Okay, over here. Here, yeah. So this, I'll have to come over here. I have a Mercurium. And look at all these. I got 88. Yeah. I have to run this belt here again because I figured I would be done. No. No. I did set this up here. I forgot to mention, this is just getting rid of the spores and then burning them off. Well, we're composting them and then, you know, carbon dioxide vent to the air. This thing here is still running. I got 26,000 helium-4 in there. Now, I did move this up here. I don't know if I mentioned that. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I forgot. And every time I finish a research, I'm placing machines down to kind of get an idea of what we need to do. We as in me. And here's the Yotoi level 2 spin up. So we got that there. The Trits level 3 is over here. Now, power is going to be an issue after all this research is done. And we unlocked the nuclear power after ChemSci. Now, I did ChemSci before nuclear power was completed. It wasn't done yet. So we have all these goofy things now, and it was there, but it wasn't available. For example, the spinning of this stuff here, plutonium 241, 242, 241. I think they had the stuff, but we couldn't do anything with it. And then the fuel rods we would obviously need, but there wasn't anything more. Now, I don't remember exactly I think if people were doing it, but I don't know exactly. It wasn't fully flushed out, and I didn't need to do it at that time, because I was running the coal power. Now, another thing is, I feel like I had to conquer the coal power, or the briquettes and stuff. A part of me was like, I need to understand and get a working coal power system with the best fuel that we have to power it. And I feel like I've done that. So now it's time to move on. And in my, I've been watching the base, making sure everything's running fine. And then I'm like, okay, I'm bored. Let me work on a project here. And this is the basis for nuclear power. It's going to get worse than this, though, folks. It's going to get worse. So I'm not going to go over this right now. I'm still trying to learn it. But the key here is that we get molten salt, and the spent reactor fuel and the neutrons are two things we have to deal with. And here is where the spent reactor fuel comes in. We need lithium peroxide, but look at all this stuff that breaks out. We get the high energy waste. We get hot molten salt from this. And guess what this replaces right here? All this. Hot molten salt in, pressurized water, we get steam out. The pressurized steam. So now we're able to handle more of these heat exchangers based on the nuclear power output. And not only that, but we have two systems. So it's going to be very interesting here on managing the molten salt, because we need consistency here, but we also need to, we have also this system up here, which is spent MOX reactor fuel. Now, this one right here, plutonium dioxide, is the fuel for this reactor here, nuclear MOX. And another thing that kind of threw me off, and I didn't really understand, is that you make the nuclear reactor Mark 1, Mark 2, whatever. And then there's a recipe to convert that one down here to this one. So you put this machine, the nuclear reactor Mark 1 in this case, into an assembler, set the recipe for it to convert it to the MOX. And that threw me off. I'm like, what am I doing? What is going on here? Now, this one here, I should mention, takes uranium hexafluoride as a fuel, which is here. So we have to do all this. And we need yellow cake. So our ChemSci part, the nuclear sample, the front end of that is the front end of our nuclear power, which is really cool. Now, this spits out the spent reactor fuel, and we deal with that here. Like I said here, we get 10K. This spits out 20, so we need 2. And then this one here, the MOX, it kicks out 20K. So we only need 1 of these right here. So it takes the 20. Now, I haven't helm-modded this. I'm just storyboarding it right now. Now, we need the lithium peroxide and all this other stuff. So it's 200 spent MOX fuel out, and we get 20 hot molten salt, 20,000. And the speed of these things, I have to get this all down. It's 20 seconds on this. This one, all this stuff here is the lithium. We need to do containment, just like we've done already. So it gets pretty involved. And then we have to do some spinning up of these materials and all this. It's crazy stuff. So I am storyboarding this out and trying to figure it out now, because this will be done, because the machines, the Mark III machines and everything new we're going to be building for that is going to wipe the coal power off the map. It's just not going to be able to do it. Now, another thing that I'm doing here in contemplation of this is I'm working down here a little bit. Now, right now, nuclear sample is running. You see that we're spitting out some stuff here. I rebuilt this mess I had over here. I just kind of threw it in. Was trying to get this up and running way back. And I decided to start working on a new build. It's much cleaner, more organized. I overbuilt this by 4. It really is, should be 4 jaw crushers, I think, to 4 to 5. So we get the level 1 and grade 1 and grade 2 out. And then I have a splitter here diverting around. And it joins in with this side here. And then we got the level 1 turns into level 2. So I just join it right here. You don't need to do splitters, it's fine. Low throughput. And then the level 2 or grade 2 is turned into the powder. And we get sand, gravel, and stone as the usual stuff. I use red belt because this is spitting out stuff over here too. So red belt, but yellow, you know, for the low throughput. I try to do that. So we got the dust here. Now, this isn't enough to power these here, these jigs, I think it is, are leaching stations. This was added. This was a part of the update that they had way back. That at first it was just, I think, it was the uranium powder directly to this yellow cake thing. And I can't remember exactly. But they added the leaching, steam, and sulfuric acid in here. And all this other stuff. And then the yellow cake in a chem plant. Because I remember this being always here. And then we made the fuel cell, which we could, you know, we burn the fuel to get the spent fuel rods. And then we get our antimony phosphate 1 that gets spun. Now, look at, oh, it went through it already. Okay, so what happens now, this is working, by the way. It's pretty cool. We burn off the mock cells here. So any additional uranium-214, which I do have in my inventory, which you can't see, I just chuck it in here from that americerium splitting process or particle acceleration. So all in all, this is working pretty good. I upped the amounts to ChemSci, the delivery amounts. So this is going to run more, it's going to run longer over time, but the trains won't have to run as much to the ChemSci. So yeah, this thing here is a pain. Anyway, so I got that done. Yeah, so this is going to be the prequel to our yellow, well, we're going to redo all this. The yellow cake has to happen, as I mentioned. So we got over here, yeah. So we got the yellow cake stuff here. We got to spin it. We got to do all this stuff. You know, let's see. Yeah, we need the yellow. Yeah, the yellow cake has to come from. Oh, you know what? Interesting. Yeah, here, uranium pulp stage 1. We need to spin the yellow cake for the ChemSci, but I don't think we need it for here. Yeah. So yeah, that's. I think that we eliminate that big. This particle accelerator right here. So that doesn't have to happen for our power. So I'm really looking forward to trying to figure this out here, getting to that point where it's done. So I'll be chiseling away at this, chipping away at it. I'm going to run this sucker again. Oh, by the way, I queued up the garage. Oh, I went over. I counted 7. I was like, okay. So the garage is in now, and I'm going to run these 2. This is the KiteCalc upgrade, and then a new one here, a Fidel upgrade. These are 7,000 each. So I'm going to be letting the base run while I work on these projects here and trying to get through as much research as I can here because the base is running pretty good right now. I can actually grab materials and do things, and it doesn't shut the base down. So that's pretty nice. So I want to get rid of this Ralasia one, but I'm going to do that at the end of my research. I don't think I have any more of these. At least I don't think. The technology upgrades, the turds. So I don't see any coming up. There might, well, there's some here. 7,000 at 180. That's gated by this one. Oh, What are you gated by? Oh, I think I can't queue it because there's nothing in here. Or there's no room. So, in order to run more technology upgrades, I'll have to run this one. So, what I'll probably do is break in with a new episode. And I'm afraid to run the Bhoddos because that will, the percent chance, because that is pretty taxing on the system. So I'll have to wait till all this research is done. But I do want to run the base and just keep it running to test it out. So we'll have to make another attempt here at, all we need is one more. So I'll run over there. I'll set it back up and make it to 1. I'm going to shut off all inputs and inputs so it doesn't grab more material. And then when the research is done, then we'll, I might break in for the next episode and we'll queue up more research. That's what I'll do because I want to get those technology upgrades done. So that's the plan. All right, so good progress. Base is running phenomenal. Look at that. Heck yeah. All right, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We're just slogging through the research now. And again, what I'm going to be doing is I got a queue here. I'm going to move this down over here, actually. And I'm going to get a queue of all the creatures we have to spin up. And I think I've got... Oh, this is my fish food rebuild here. Oh, this is the other part. There is... It's this one. Filtered silicate. Oh, this salt solution here. Look at this. Yeah. This is a way to get plutonium-238, but there's a better way. I think it's locked now, though. So I'm going to keep working at the nuclear power. I'll get a queue set up of all the things we're going to spin up going forward, the new creatures, and then we'll just knock them down. Set them up, knock them down. So I want to thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Making good progress. See you in the next one. Peace out.